Hello book friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Megan and today is day 2 of the Strike Back Videoathon that has been happening, and today's prompt is to talk about 5 books that you want to read this year. I only have one of those books that I found when I was reorganizing my bookshelf. I found this and I thought, wow, this looks really interesting, and I'd seen it on other people's channels and I didn't even know that I had it. Probably because it was one of my mom's books that I hadn't gone through. But that book is All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr, and this is a World War II novel, and I don't know much else about it. I'm reading the back because I really don't know that much about it. Let's see, Marie-Laure lives in Paris near the Museum of Natural History where her father works. When she is 12, the Nazis occupy Paris, and father and daughter flee to the walled citadel of Saint Malo, where Marie-Laure's reclusive great-uncle lives in a tall house by the sea. With them, they carry what might be the museum's most valuable and dangerous jewels. That already sounds really interesting. I love World War II stories. If you don't know, I love history as well as fantasy. I love reading historical novels because I feel like history is just the world's story, and I love reading stories. So I love reading historical reads as well, and it's just something that I think looks really good. I just really want to read this, but I have so many other books that are a higher priority on my TBR right now that I want to get to before I get to this. So this could take me, it could be months before I actually get around to reading this book. That is the only book that I own that is on this list. The next book is a book series, and that is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Now, I have seen so many people gush about this series like crazy, and I think it's like a paranormal romance, and I really want to go check it out. I have read Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater, and I really was not a fan of that book, but I've heard so many people say that this series is way better. And I have read The Scorpio Races, I think it is, by Maggie Stiefvater, and I remember liking that book, although it was years ago that I read it. So I want to check out the first book and see if I like the series and see if I want to continue on with it, because so many people gush and rave about it, so I definitely want to check that one out. And the other series that I also have seen and heard people gush about like crazy on BookTube is the Red Rising series by Pierce Brown. Now, I took this book out from the library last year and started reading it, but I did not have time to get into it. I wasn't feeling it at the moment. I was enjoying the first few chapters, but I just wasn't feeling like getting into it, and I had to return it to the library before I got a chance to really read it. So I want to try and read it again and actually get into the series, because I know the channel Books and Looks, they absolutely love Red Rising. They gush about it all the time. It's Mike's favorite book series, and I want to read it just because they love it so much. And the 4th book is coming out, and I'm so far behind. I just want to ride that hype train and see where it takes me. So that's one of the other series that I really want to get into. It takes place on Mars, and the main protagonist is a male, and that's all I really can remember about the series right now, but I know that I want to start it again and actually get into the story this time. And this year, I don't know when, but I swear I will get around to reading it. And then the other book that I really want to get to that I've seen is a contemporary novel, and that is Moxie by, the author's name is here. I can't remember it, so yeah. I don't know, I can't remember the name, but I know that it has to do with rape culture, and I just read The Nowhere Girls by Amy Reed, and I'm really interested in reading contemporary novels that deal with more serious issues, and Moxie sounds like it could be such an eye-opening and another book that just talks about misogynistic culture and the way that women are sometimes treated and how you have to put up with it. I know that me personally, I have definitely had to put up with men saying stupid things and insinuating things about me, and it definitely eventually grates on your nerves. Most of the time you just try to ignore it, but it does get really frustrating. I just really want to read this book because I feel like it could just be so good. I want to get around to it. Last book on this list that I want to get to is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I really want to get around to reading that book because I have seen it hyped up a lot on some people's channels. I know that it is an adult high fantasy book and it's huge. That's all I really know about it. And I've seen the collector's edition. Oh, and that looks so gorgeous. I almost picked it up, but it was like $50 and I thought, nope, I'm gonna go to a used bookstore and pick it up for like $3 because I don't need to spend that much money just because a book looks gorgeous. I don't. That is the last book that I really want to get into this year, that I will for sure get around to reading sometime this year. I don't know when, and it'll probably take me a while because it's like 800 pages. Jay over at Captured in Words suggested it, and all the books that he's recommended that I have read, I have loved so far, and I just am really excited to read this book. So we have now reached the end of this video again, and I am going to be shouting out a booktuber. I'm going to shout out Rocky from Blonde with a Book. She has got a great channel. I have only been watching her for the last like month or so, but I do like her videos, so I'll put her link down there and you should definitely go check her out. Also, I'm going to put the links for the people I mentioned, Books and Looks and Captured in Words as well. If you have not checked out their channel, I'm going to put their links down there so you can go check it out because they have amazing channels. That is all for now, lovelies. Thank you for watching, and as usual, if you're participating in this, please link your video down below and I will get to it as soon as I can. As usual, subscribe to me if you want more bookish content from me. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and that is all now, lovelies. Thank you for watching. Bye! Paranormal,